up on Evening Edition. Carbondale City Council discusses the potential sale of recreational marijuana. Plus, the back and forth continues over the impeachment inquiry. And as Mental Health Awareness Month wraps up, SIU students participated in Fresh Check Day. Live from Southern Illinois University, you're watching River Region Evening Edition.
Carbondale has officially started the conversation on the sale of recreational marijuana. Good evening, I'm Jacob Gordon.
And I'm Hannah Frisch. Evening Edition's Danny Connolly was at last night's meeting.
Might have some recreational dispensaries starting next year. Council members Lose, Doherty, and Bradshaw all voiced their support for legalizing the sale of recreational marijuana in city limits.
People in Indiana, Missouri, Kentucky, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and elsewhere, Southern Illinois is soon going to be the closest place that you can go to acquire legal cannabis. So shortly, having a dispensary here will generate tourism.
The other half of the council has yet to decide, but Mayor Mike Henry, the tie-breaking vote, is excited for the economic impact.
We need to break this cycle of poverty and discrimination in Carbondale, and this would be great money to dedicate to doing that.
If Carbondale votes to legalize recreational marijuana, there could be up to 2 dispensaries in the city, bringing in millions of dollars in sales.
We really don't have a lot of information to base it on, but I've heard projections of 1.5 million all the way to 15 million.
The council recognizes this is more than a yes or no issue, as the council discussed zoning and possible taxation on marijuana. Also brought up is the sale and possession of marijuana paraphernalia, which is currently illegal in Carbondale. Council plans to vote to repeal the paraphernalia ordinance at the next meeting, as the ordinance also bans fentanyl testing kits. For Evening Edition, I'm Danny Connolly.
The next Carbondale City Council meeting is October 8th at 6 p.m. in City Hall.
A pair of school districts just 8 miles apart could go out without teachers as soon as next week. Unions for the Murfreesboro and Carbondale Elementary School Districts have filed intents to strike as contract negotiations continue. The Carbondale Education Association filed its notice yesterday. The Murfreesboro Education Association filed its intent to strike notice last week after trying to negotiate a new contract. The Murfreesboro officials are meeting with a mediator tomorrow to negotiate a deal. Carbondale's meeting with the mediator is on October 3rd. And other local news tonight, a McCracken County man is behind bars accused of sharing child pornography. Kentucky State Police arrested 36-year-old Nathan Puckett yesterday after an undercover investigation. The KSP Electronic Crime Branch found Puckett sharing files portraying sex acts by a minor. Troopers searched Puckett's home and seized items which are now being investigated by a forensic laboratory. Puckett faces 4 counts of distribution of a matter portraying sexual performance by a minor.
Well, Jacob, while driving out today, it was really overcast and slightly windy and a little more chilly than we've seen in the past few days.
Kind of feels like they're going to see some rain kind of move into the region. Zach Warhus is here now with the first look at weather. So, Zach, are we going to see any rain tonight?
Well, thanks, Jacob, and boy, howdy are we. If you can see, this little cloud right here is going to turn into some scattered thunderstorms later this evening. So if you have to be out after dark, definitely keep your umbrella on you. Beyond that, though, we're going to see some excuse me, we're going to see temperatures of 71 degrees tonight. By morning, they're going to be into 63. At midday, we're going to see 74 with a couple more rain showers possible. If we keep going, we can see that we do have rain on the way this evening, potentially even later in the week as well. And the high temperatures are going to be back. We talked about that little bit of a cold lull. That's going to be gone. But I'll have that and more in my 5-day forecast.
Today was SIU's 3rd annual Fresh Check Day, an event created to promote mental health awareness on campus.
Evening Edition's Samantha Soto has more.
September is National Suicide Prevention Month. Psychology experts say the stigma related to mental illness is particularly severe and widespread across the U.S. Wellness and Health Services teamed up with Salukis on Your Side to help emphasize why mental health is so important.
Salukis on Your Side is the Campus Suicide Prevention Program, and that's one of our goals is to help reduce the stigma. As you know what, it's no different than if you were going to have like an illness, like if you were having the flu or not, feeling sick. Your mental health is part of your health, your overall health, so it needs to be given the same care that your physical health is.
Mental health chair of Omega Delta thinks the event is one step closer to helping students get the attention they need.
I know I've talked to certain students who have said to me they just want to take time off from school because it's been so overwhelming. But if we have something that is like geared towards mental health at the forefront, we can take care and make sure that kids can withstand that pressure that comes with being a college student and life after college.
Freshman Lexi Scheibel shares her advice on how to deal with the pressures of the semester.
Find something that takes your mind off of school, like a club or a group of friends that is really supportive, and spend a little time with that every day other than just focusing on school, because that can get really stressful.
Fresh Check Day is put on in partner with the Jordan Porco Foundation in honor of the student who lost his life to suicide.
Every student, every person, regardless of age, needs to have that ability to be checked on and make sure that we're not falling apart.
For Evening Edition, I'm Samantha Soto.
If you or someone you know is suffering from mental illness, do not be afraid to reach out to SIU's counseling and psychological services at the number on your screen.
And ahead on Evening Edition, the FDA is taking tough questions on Capitol Hill as Congress is looking into e-cigarettes and vaping.
Plus, at the center of the impeachment inquiry, the White House released a transcript of the phone call between President Trump and Ukraine's president. You're watching Evening Edition at 5.